this is going to be a long video because I'm going to try and make it as motivational as possible and try and be as down to earth as possible, which is why I've got a cup of tea and a cigarette. That's right, I will say breaks. Basically, I got into a shitstorm today about self-harm, and some kid was posting it, and he was either looking for attention or that's the only obvious thing, isn't it? I'm just gonna say this first before I go into the subject. Break. Don't post your cuts on Facebook. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I've self-harmed, okay? But I don't go out of the way to show people what I've done, because I know that either they won't care or I don't want sympathy. I want shit sorted out of my way. And if people say, oh, maybe they don't know, maybe they need to grow up. Because, to be honest, most of the time I've never had stuff come to me. I've had to try and get up and do it. And sometimes it hasn't worked, but at least I tried. At least. And I'm just going to give a message to all the people who have self-harmed and still are just hating themselves. Let me just... Today, I met this homeless man, and I wanted to give him change, but all I had was 5p. So I felt obliged, and I gave him a cigarette. And we chilled, we had a talk, and he managed to even see that I brought Oblivion, so we had a little conversation about that, because he had a kid. And basically, I asked him why he was homeless, and he said that basically, he got a divorce, and even his kids won't look at him the same way now. And I said, I feel sorry for you, man. And he was like, don't be, because he said, at least I got somewhere in life. At least I know that I've had a kid, and I've managed to get a wife at some point. At least I've managed to do something with my life. Even if I lost it, I can always look back on it and think, wow, I did good. And that sort of changed me. Like, I'm going to be glad that if I've lost something, I'm going to be glad I had it. Like my Pokemon Red. That my save got corrupted, but I'm glad I had it, even if I was 2 fucking Pokemon away from completing it. But still. And this is going to be my sort of message to people who do self-harm. I can't help you. I mean, I can try and talk to you and try and be motivational, but it wouldn't work because you know something deep down is wrong. And I guess you can use that lesson from what I just said, but still, that's not a good idea. And I've left my Facebook on and I'm getting inboxes and you might hear them. God fucking damn it. But anyway, all I'm going to say is, you're better than self-harming. I mean, I'm not going to do it anymore because of what this homeless man said to me and what I thought about. Because I know I'm just gonna be like, right, if I go to the point where I'm gonna pick up a knife and carve down my arm, I'm gonna think, is it really worth it? Is it really worth it because of this one thing happening? Because I know it might be able to get worse, but I think it was Bob Ross that said it. That massive, the beautiful artist that is Bob Ross, who went, we all get a couple of good times, you all get a couple of bad times. Some people, when you're on a bad time, a good one will come. It's like a seesaw, bad, and a massive good thing will happen. And you can't control what happens in your life. It's not fate, alright? I don't believe in fate. I don't like the idea that I'm not in control of my own life. The Matrix quote, because it's a fucking good film. But like, it's just basically, when you pick up that knife, just think, is it worth it for this one reason? When you're contemplating suicide, think about it. Maybe if you lost your girlfriend or your boyfriend or whatever, really think, maybe you can get him back, alright? If they say you hate your guts, just think, at least I had him. At least I had the privilege of being able to be loved by that person. And even if they say, oh, I lied, that's bullshit. They're just trying to look hard. It's a fact. I was expecting this to go on longer than possible. But yeah. Honestly, I hope you listen to this because I thought, it might be a good idea. But my opinion on self-harm is, people do it, and you can't stop them. It's silly at times, but maybe the things that they do it about are bad, but you're better in it. You're better in it. Like, come on. You're worth more than that. I mean, you're worth more than this Velvet Underground shirt that I got for £3. Well, my sister got it me for Christmas, but you know, you're worth more than Black Ops. You're worth more than a house. You are worth more than anything in the world. You are a human being, and you should be proud of what you've done. Even, you know, you caught out Akuna. That's a proud thing to be of. Now, fucking hard that icy little cunt was. So that's my 2 cents. Oh yeah, Mark's a faggot. So yeah, I honestly hope you enjoyed this video, and yeah, be safe at least.